Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there right off the bat.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They'll start out here with the option left. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Vikings.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Another try for Barkley.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Here's Barkley. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Saquon Barkley becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Watkins, 70 yards. Vikings have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis part of it. With every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed? Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many during the playoffs.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart.
And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Chiefs 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this try.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Room to run past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings!
This is something that we saw quite a bit in Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some
It's
reason.
deep in there, right? So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play fake. Mahomes.
They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
He's got room to run past the 20 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds. Don't take that kind of hit.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt.
And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
he's got him in, complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away. And he'll let this one go deep for Choke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And out across midfield down to the 45. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because
he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And going deep for Hill.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And some room to run now.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
A handoff to Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they're going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with...
Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a first down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings,
it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs,
they had bigger things on their mind, apparently, the playoffs, as they will finish the regular season with a 14-3 mark.
And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.